Talked about my identity in videos. My name, so we were talking about my case, my Scottish identity. It's Celtic, and like Ferguson it's from my dad's family. It's a matriarchal name, it's from my dad's matriarchal side, and that's why I was called Fergus. But his middle name. So my middle name was Ferguson. His middle name was Ferguson, and my grandfather's middle name was Ferguson. So the Fergusons. So Catherine Ferguson is buried in Stirling up the Old Kirk. So I think she's my great grandmother. She's buried up there. She married Macbeth's. So the Macbeths and Fergusons married together, right? So that's where the name comes from. So I preferred Ferguson. So I dropped the Macbeth name, and that's what I did, and I did that, right? It's legally, I'm not a Macbeth, right? And I keep thinking about it quite a lot, and it goes on, and I always think hum and hey about it, but I think what I've done is correct, and I'm sticking with what I've done. I find the grand scheme of things, it's a name. So it's a Scottish name. Right, that's not really what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the narcissism of this individual, right? So normally, a lot of your people who've changed, like people who've changed their gender, legally and officially. So you can change your name. That's not changing your gender, but you then go and change your. Let's just try and tell. I'll try and make Let's be aware that I'm sort of trying to tell you what's happening, not whether it should or whether it shouldn't, right? I'm saying this is what's happening, and it's been happening since the Gender Recognition Act, 2004, and that's what's been happening. The numbers and the ins and outs and the reasons and all these things, we can't really go into that in this video because it'll take too long to go into all that. So it's called dead naming, and that's what they did. They're trying to do to Dr. Upton. So her, because she is now female, that's under the Gender Recognition Act. She's transitioned or whatever. The Gender Recognition Act covers that. So it covers it all. And this is what happens. And then 25 years later, some stroppy nurse starts complaining. But so in my case, I don't mind the fact that you and the whole fucking world knows that my name was Fergus, but it's not now, right? But I don't really mind, it's my choice, but what I don't like is some smart arse little shit coming on, thinking they're getting a narcissistic feed out of it, and then of course if I tackle them, they can always say, oh well, I didn't know what, I thought you were okay with people knowing that's what your name was, but my name, so really what this is about courtesy. So what you need to do with any character, we're all characters, any person that you know, find out what their name is, and call them that name. It doesn't matter what it is, it's their choice, it's not your choice, it's their choice, whatever it is. And right now, my name is not Fergus, right? I might change it back, who knows, but it's not, right? So if you call me that, you're just being an idiot, because that's not my name. Find out what somebody's name is. And so it's inhumane to do what this guy's done. And I know at the end of the day, it's not the biggest problem, it doesn't really matter. It's true, it doesn't really matter, but it's annoying, right? So I think I'm going to just accept the fact that this guy is being an arse. And that's what you get on YouTube and Facebook. And I'm being an arse, but I want people to come on board with me and enjoy my videos. I don't want people coming on that don't like what I'm doing or don't like me or think it could be horrible, because other people don't like it. And I did that for a while, so now I can only just think that that's what this is about. He's dead naming me, but he's been watching my other videos, or maybe I'm overreacting. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm overreacting. I think that's possible, yeah. So let's have a look. We'll see. I think I'll just leave it, because I think I am overreacting, right? I don't really care. But if that's the best you can come up with at 4 o'clock in the morning, sending somebody a message, what their dead name was, dead name, you really need to get a shake to yourself and stop being such an idiot, right? Or an arsehole, right?